Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1972 Seattle Pilots What If Scenario. Today's matchup is between the Seattle Pilots and the Boston Red Sox at Fenway Park. On the mound for the Pilots today is Gerry Schoen, who is making his season debut. And pitching for the Boston Red Sox is Gerry Stephenson, whose record is 1-0 with a 5.91 ERA. Okay, we lost a close one yesterday, 7-6 to the Red Sox. Anytime we can put up more than 4 runs, I feel pretty good about our offense, but we have to have our pitching at the top-notch level in order to keep us within the ball game. And we gave up 7 runs, and we didn't really ever get a shot to overtake the Red Sox. And so we've got 3 more games left in the series before we head home to face the Detroit Tigers. Gerry Schoen will get his very first start since 1968. We've already done a little deep dive on him, but we'll review his career. And then we'll take a look at Gerry Stephenson and definitely do a deep dive on him. He is a 2-time Seattle Pilots pitcher for us. We traded him away once and then re-signed him as a free agent. So we'll take a look at Gerry Stephenson's career on Baseball Reference when we get to him. As everyone knows, we are doing a giveaway. I just wanted to remind everyone of that and show you our duck race contestants. Now we've got a bunch of people here, including 3 new contestants. Just a quick rundown. We have our 6 automatic entry contestants, and that is Freddie C., John N., Michael B., Line Dog, Mark M., Don T., and then we have James K. with his duck. John N. donated $5 to the channel, and he gets a second duck. And then we have our 3 newcomers. We have, well, I guess Fohi, New York is not a newcomer. He's been in our duck races before. Barry, I want to say, is new, although he seems very familiar. And then our 3rd newcomer is Pocket Rocket. And I have a little question mark there because I believe Pocket Rocket is from Montreal. And of course, we cannot ship to Canada. It's just way too costly. And in some cases, it's more costly than the prize that I would even be mailing. So I just want to double check that Pocket Rocket has an address within the United States that I can ship to, even if he does live in Montreal. And we'll add him. And if not, I apologize. We'll have to omit him from the race. But nonetheless, I believe that gives us 11 contestants. And if we can get to 15, whether we have secondary ducks for some contestants or we have other newcomers, then I'll add a 5th place prize, which will be a Frank Thomas game used jersey card. That I will actually receive today in the mail, so I'm excited for that. So there you go. There's our current 10 or perhaps even 11 contestants. Be a subscriber. It's totally free. Just let me know in the comments below that you want to enter, and I will add you to the race. If you don't know what the prizes are, at the end of this video, I will show you the video that I made yesterday detailing the prizes, and you can take a good long look at them, okay? All right, so there you go. There are the contestants for the upcoming duck race. My bad. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and get today's game started. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. I have no idea what to expect from Gerry Schoen. As I mentioned, he's only had 1 career start in real life, and that was it for his entire career. Everybody in the bullpen is good to go. And then our lineup versus the right-hander Gerry Stephenson is the same as yesterday. Van Kelly played really well, and Chris CANNIZZARO did get a hit. In fact, he drove in 2 runs yesterday, so that means he gets to play another day. Okay, let's go ahead and do the official lineup rundown for the Seattle Pilots. Batting leadoff in center field is Scott Northey. Batting second at shortstop is Rick Auerbach. Batting third in right field is Dave Parker. Batting cleanup at first base is Roe SKIDMORE. Batting fifth in left field is Jose CRUZ. Batting 6th at second base is Tito Fuentes. Batting 7th at third base is Van Kelly. Batting 8th and catching is CRUZ CANNIZZARO. And batting 9th will be the pitcher, Gerry Schoen. Gerry Stephenson, look at our boy Gerry. You'll see that he was one of our original 69 pitchers. He went 9-8 with a 3.42 ERA. And then we traded him at the trade deadline in 1970 to Minnesota. He was 5-8 for us. He didn't do a hell heck of a lot better for Minnesota, but he did pitch a total of 200 innings that season. And then we got him back in free agency, and he pitched well enough, but we traded him at the trade deadline to Cleveland. And then he became a free agent, I believe, at the end of the 71 season. Look at his transactions. That's correct. And he signed a 2-year deal with the Red Sox here. That's how we got Rick Auerbach, was in that deal. And that's how we got Dave Boswell. Oh, man. And then we re-signed him to that long-term deal, which has basically sunk this entire team. Let's take a look at Gerry Stephenson's baseball reference page. I don't think he had much of a long career. No highlights here. He did pass away in 2010 at age 66, and he is from Detroit. Went to Cal State in Fullerton. And he is the son of Joe Stephenson. His career WAR is negative. That's always horrible, actually. And you take a long look here. He got called up in 1963 with Boston at age 19. Did not pitch in 1964 in the majors. And then, 4 more seasons with Boston with varying degrees of success and failure. And then there he is in 1969 with the Pilots. He pitched in 2 games, and he was terrible. And then he got one final shot with the Dodgers in 1970 and did not do particularly well. He finished his career 8-19 with a 5.70 ERA, and nothing of note as far as the black ink goes. We'll scroll on down and take a look at his transactions. I'm assuming he was signed as a free agent. Okay, so originally signed by the Red Sox as an amateur free agent and then released by Boston in 1969 in the spring training. And then he was signed by the Seattle Pilots. We know how that went. And then he was traded by the Brewers, who, of course, the Pilots were, to the Dodgers for Bruce Brubaker. We've already moved him on to another team. So there's your transactions for Gerry Stephenson. Is there anything of note in his wiki? Let's take a look here. A little bit of stuff here. Son of Joe Stephenson. I don't really know who he is, but it must be his dad. Returned to the Red Sox in 1965. Spent portions of the next 4 summers. His team reached the World Series, and he pitched in Game 4 in 1967 as they lost to the Cardinals in 7 games. Prior to 1969, Stephenson was released by Boston and signed with the Pilots. After spending most of that year in the minors, he was traded to the Dodgers for Brubaker. Made his last big league appearance with the Dodgers in 1970 and hung it up. Oh, no, he hung on in the minor leagues through 1973. My bad. His son, Brian Stephenson, pitched for several years in the minors and was later a Dodgers scout. Okay. Well, there you go. Oh, let's click on Joe Stephenson. Was he any better in any way? From Detroit as well? No, not much. He was a batter. Played catcher. Okay. And he played for the New York Giants, the Cubbies, White Sox. Well, there we go. Okay, let's get to the ball game here. Here's the defense for the Red Sox today. Outfield looking fantastic. Miller over in left as Conigliaro's in center today. Infield with FANZONE. He made a costly error yesterday, but Boston still hung on to win. First base is HARRELSON, and behind home plate is Hal King today, who has a 71 rated arm. So we went 2 for 2 in stolen bases yesterday against Carlton Fisk. Okay, we've got our third jerseys on today, and Scott Northey at the plate. Here we go. Against Gerry Stephenson. 1-2. And Stephenson strikes out Northey. There's one down. Next man up is Rick Auerbach, and he strikes out. Oh my gosh. Stephenson's looking for revenge. 2 outs for Dave Parker. I still think this is my favorite card of the Copilot AI cards. And a ground ball base hit past the second baseman Jones, Dalton Jones. And that is our first base runner today. With 2 outs, we're just going to swing away. And a 2-2 count to Skidmore, and Skidmore strikes out. Stephenson means business right out of the gate. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Let's take a look at the Red Sox lineup for today. Batting leadoff in left field today is Rick Miller. Batting second and catching is Hal King. Batting third at third base is Carmen FANZONE. Batting cleanup in right field is Joe LaHoud. Batting fifth at first base is Billy Conigliaro. Let me scratch that. Batting sixth in center field is Billy Conigliaro. Batting seventh at second base is Dalton Jones. Batting eighth at shortstop is Larry BOWA. And batting ninth will be the pitcher, Gerry Stephenson. Gerry Schoen. We're going to pronounce it Shane. I believe that's correct, but I'm just guessing. And there it is, folks. This is the only start he ever had in his major league career. It was for the Senators. He took the loss. 3 2/3. 3 earned runs on 6 hits. He gave up a dong, a walk, and a strikeout. And that was it for his entire major league career. So he's getting another opportunity today. We just traded for him from Baltimore. We gave up Don Bosch and a minor leaguer, Reggie Walton. He was kind of the key piece in that deal. We've already gone to his baseball reference page. There's nothing there to glean any more information from. We'll take a look here at our defense for today. That's the same as yesterday. Auerbach at short with that 76 concerns me. And we have CANNIZZARO back behind the home plate with that 74 rating. And he's got an 80 rated arm. Rick Miller leading it off against Gerry Schoen. More lefties in the lineup today since we got a righty on the mound. And Gerry Schoen's going to get his first out since 1968. 1 out, here's Hal King, and King hits a ground ball to Fuentes, and an error, allowing King to go to second. Welcome back to the majors. This is a AAA team on the field, so Shane should feel right at home, especially defensively. FANZONE pounds it into the dirt, 50-50 error, yep, and we got back-to-back errors, 1-0. And that is the ball game for today, folks. Nothing else we're going to be able to do. That tells you everything you need to know. LaHoud will pop out. And then here's Hawk Harrelson with a ground ball to short. Can we get a third error? No. No hits. 1 run scored thanks to the 2 errors. And we go to the top of the second, down a run. Jose CRUZ will lead it off, and he pops it up. There we go. That's the first out. That wasn't a strikeout. 1 down for Tito Fuentes. He's going to rip it down by the pesky pole. Do we want to go for 3? Let's go for 3. Yes, he is safe at third with a triple. That is Tito's first triple of the year. 30 hits on this season. I just point that out because that's a lot for anybody on our team. We're going to go on contact, assuming Van Kelly can make contact. He's not good at that. But he doesn't really strike out much. He will take a walk, though. 2-1. There's a ground ball pulled in infield to third. and Fuentes will be out at the plate. We have no chance of winning today. None at all. We've already had 2 errors and with a triple thrown out at the plate. So there's no chance today. Bottom of the second, here's Billy Conigliaro. That's Tony's brother on the Brew Crew in '72. But they did play together in Boston. Flying out to right, 1 down. Dalton Jones with a 2-0 count. There's a ground ball to short. Auerbach will make the 3rd error. 3 errors. We're not even through the 2nd inning yet. We'll pull third base in with Larry BOWA up. He does bunt well. I doubt he would here with the pitcher up next, but you know, why not? Larry BOWA flies out to left. Can we make a catch? 1 catch. There we go. And Gerry Stephenson, 0-1. There's a ground ball. Can we get everybody in the infield to make an error? Yes! Everybody in the infield has made an error today. No, it's the catcher. I'm sorry. It's not first base. It's the catcher, and then second, short, and third. All have made errors today. And we're not even through the 2nd inning. Unbelievable. Thank you, baseball mogul. Gary Schoen strikes out Miller. Top of the 3rd. Here's Gary Schoen. This is his first at-bat in forever. Full count. He clobbers it. One down. Northey. There we go. Inside outs it into center field for a hit. No. We've already got all the odds stacked against us today. Rick Auerbach going to drop it like it's hot. That's a good bunt to third with 71 fan zone. It does get Northey to second. Play a little small ball. Maybe Dave Parker can come through and tie it up. That would be a frickin' miracle. Oh, high fly ball. That's easily catchable. Can of corn. Bottom of the 3rd. How many errors? We're averaging 2 errors per inning. That's insane. That is actually happening right now. Hal King. And it's 2-0 as King technically hits a home run to left field. His 4th home run. 2-2. Count to FANZONE, who strikes out. 1 down. LAHOUD will get a double to right. Oh, no. Keep him to a single. Now the floodgates have opened. Harrelson with a single. LAHOUD goes to 3rd. We'll pull the infield in. Can't afford to give up another run. There's a walk. Bases are loaded. 52 pitches for Schoen. His endurance is low. It's only a 59, which is barely 70 pitches, 80 pitches maybe. So, I mean, we've already taxed him out. We're going to go ahead and take him out of the ball game and bring in Ron Locke. We have a bunch of lefties due up, and maybe this is not Shane's game. So it is returned to the majors. 2 1/3, 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, and 4 errors. 4 freaking errors. We're going to play back and hope for a double play. It's Dalton Jones, 2-2. Yeah, good job. That screwball jams Jones, popping it up to Fuentes. And then Larry BOWA, 333 hitter versus lefties. He's a switch hitter. Nowhere to put him. We got to pitch to him. 2-2. There's a ground ball to second. And he makes the play. So we get out of it. Just the home run to King. We go to the top of the fourth. Here is Roe SKIDMORE. Skidmore pulls it to the left. Miller, that looked like it was off the wall, but it wasn't. Somehow it just died straight down. 90-degree angle. It just dropped right at the face of the wall somehow. Defies all physics. Line drive from Jose CRUZ. And Tito Fuentes. He's got a triple that was thrown out at home. That's when we knew the game was over. Bottom of the fourth. Locke will face Gerry Stephenson, who's 1 for 8 on the season. He blows it by Stephenson. There's one out. Ron Locke did not perform particularly well as a starter. Seemed like a good idea. We didn't have any options, really. Now that he's back in the pen, he's struggled with the transition. Today he looks good, though. There we go. Struck out 2 of 3 batters. We go to the top of the fifth. We're only down 2 runs. Stephenson in total control, though. 5 strikeouts as Kelly goes down. CANNIZZARO struck out the first time. 0-2. Strikes out again. And Ron Locke will have to bat. He's the one guy that makes contact. Professional hitter, Ron Locke. Bottom of the fifth. All right, we got FANZONE, and then we got LAHOUD, who's a lefty, and then HARRELSON. We'll see what's up here. 2-2 count to FANZONE. And a ground ball to first. Has not made an error yet. And he's going to make it cleanly. 1 out. LAHOUD does not have a hit versus lefties this year. And he'll walk. Good job. Great job. All right, Ron Locke will come out of the game. It's time for Dukes. Despite having a 66 rating, he has not pitched bad. We got him with CANNIZZARO and Roberts from the Padres. We gave up Manny Sanguillen, if you remember. Ken Harrelson playing double play depth. And Harrelson will pop it up to short. AUERBACH makes the play. And Billy Baroo, striking him out. There we go. Look at this. Bullpen getting the job done. Top of the 6th inning, Scott Northey is up. He'll take ball 4. Leadoff man is on. We're going to give him the green light, James K style, with a poor arm on King. Hopefully he'll pick the right spot. Right down the middle, he's strung out. We never had a chance to win today. That's the craziest thing about Baseball Mogul. Is if they want you to lose, they will give you every possible failure you could experience in the game all at one time. And again, this is Gerry Stephenson. We're not talking about Nolan Ryan. Okay, bottom of the 6th inning, Dukes will come out. We'll give Cosgrove his first appearance in a while. We sent him down due to struggles, but also we had Riddleberger come back. So now that we have Ruthven on the IL, and we had to put Hughes back into the rotation, we brought Cosgrove back, and, well, here he is, like it or not. He's got a 56 endurance. The guy's endurance is almost as long as Shane's. 1 out. Well, that's a pop-out. Red Sox are swinging away today. And Gerry Stephenson. Base hit. Oh, no, it's going to be picked off by Fuentes. Fuentes does have range. We go to the 7th inning, 2-0 Boston. Here's the in-game stats. Not a lot of action today, unless you love errors. Skidmore. Comebacker to Stephenson. Jose CRUZ hits a ground ball to Jones. And Tito Fuentes, he's got one of the 3 hits. Ground out to short. Bottom of the 7th inning. Cosgrove will face Miller and King. Then we'll see how it goes. That's a base hit, scorched right past Fuentes. Good old lefty on lefty violence, always happens. And then a tapper back to King. Can we go to second? No, only play is to go to first. We're going to intentionally walk FANZONE to get to LAHOUD. Double play depth. Let's get a double play. 2-1. Nope, that'll clear the bases. And that's... Oh, no, he must have had to hold up. Well, time to bring in Ray. Infield in. Kenny Harrelson, this is a sac fly written all over it. Oh, no, everybody scores. Okay. Well, now we can get it over with. Van Kelly. Peters will come out. Keogh's first one off the bench. Oh, I did make a card for Joe Keogh. There you go. And I did make a card for Rich Rollins yesterday. It was just very hanky. Like I couldn't get anything really working. There's an infield single. That's our 4th hit finally. Rick Auerbach striking out. We'll bring in Riddleberger only because he hasn't pitched as many innings as Mungie. Larry BOWA. Stephenson. And Rick Miller. Yep, fantastic. Hal King. He has not given up a run yet. There we go. Oh, and Riddleberger's injured again. And now he's about to get crushed. It's a righty. We'll bring in Granger. 3-run home run? Has to be. Nope. That's the first run against Riddleberger. After he got 2 outs. Error on the pitcher? No. Parker. Skidmore. CRUZ. 6-0. Take a look at the standings. Okay. Royals are pacing us. They're going to make it interesting. Take a look at the National League. Expos also kind of stinky. Headline news. Brainiac Baseball Delivery. Joel Youngblood, who's on Baltimore. Knocks in 5. 2 for 3, 2 walks, a home run. Okay. A's beat the Royals. And Stephenson struck out 10. Well, that sort of makes sense. I can't even be mad about it. Transactions. Riddleberger. Oh, it's only going to be 4 days. We don't even have to send him down. It'll be 3 days. Anyway, let's, who else we got here? And George Stone. He's got a broken finger. He's a starter for the Braves, and he's having a good ERA year. And look at the walk to strikeout ratio. Look at this. Control is 99. Wayne Gretzky. And then Riddleberger, 3 days. So, okay. He finally gave up his first run. He got the first 2 outs, and then he had to give up that run. So they gave him 2 hits against him, even though they were both lefties, of course. And then Granger came in and allowed that run to score, which is great. Great job. Okay, let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe to the channel. Get in on the giveaway. It is free. You get 1 duck for free. For a $5 donation, you can get a second duck and increase your odds. And let me know in the comments. Will I get you added? Gerry Schoen takes the loss. I thought I did the right thing taking him out there, especially since we did get out of that jam. It did not help that everybody who played today made an error. That hurts when you have second, third, and short making an error, including the backup catcher. Scott Northey got thrown out on a green light, and then Tito Fuentes got thrown out at home after tripling. We really had no chance today. Thanks, Baseball Mogul. Mike Cosgrove, welcome back. He gave up 3 runs. And then Denny Riddleberger, as we mentioned, finally gave up a run. Gerry Stephenson, a complete game shutout. No joking around today. 1 walk, 4 hits. He did commit an error. Hal King went deep for his 4th home run. Okay, here is the baseball card contest video right here if you want to see the cards, including the grand prize, which is the 1975 Topps Robin Yount rookie card, valued at $120. Get in on the giveaway. You could win that. Get a second duck and increase your chances. $5 to win a $120 card. That seems pretty fair. Okay, we're going to come back tomorrow. Do it again. Until then, everyone, have a great day.